First of all, I don't follow a lot of sports really. Maybe when playoffs come around or, special tournaments come around, I will get into that. You get into like big bowl games. I might get into that, but certainly don't follow soccer a lot or football. So if anybody wants to, fill me in a little bit more, please do that. But as the email said, you had, I believe now, again, set me right here, there were 3 black players on England's team, and they had them come up and do a penalty move, and apparently they didn't do very well at it. And I think some people saw them as even maybe helping the team lose. All right, so one of the guys says, "Look, man, criticize my performance. That's fine, but when you want to get personal, attacking me with racist threats and slurs, he said that's terrible." And it got bad. Like they started going over and vandalizing murals of black players, and I guess if there's a bright side to this, so what normally would have been looked at the terrible play of the week or whatever, since they were blasted with tons of racism, they got a lot of people on their side, so that overshadowed their performance. So hey, maybe that's a plus in a way, I guess, but really it's a terrible thing. And man, I don't like this. This is what turns me off with a lot of sports. It's not that I don't like sports. I actually like sports, but man, when you start getting crazy, like when you're not a sports fan, but you're a fanatic to the point where you get to a point where you have an unhealthy mentality about it. That's where I start to take a little bit of an insult from it. Now, I'm not talking about the sports fans that go out there and enjoy a game like a reasonable human being. I'm talking about you assholes that live this shit. This shit to the point where you identify with it a little too much. Like those fools in that movie, Green Street Hooligans.
Stand your ground and fight. Fight? I don't know how to fight. Just fight someone you hate.
Just fighting over games, man. It's disturbing to me that people, and England is known for this, man, I'm sure, but soccer, football, whatever, is so popular around. It's the most popular sport in the world, and so all over the world you got these fanatics. But England, man, I am disturbed that you got to put people in cages like fucking animals so they don't kill each other. All over some shit. You're never gonna get on that field. You're never gonna get a check unless you're betting on the game, but that's not real. You're never gonna hang out with these players. They're not your family. It's all this we shit. We gotta kill them because we have to represent the team. That's fucking unhealthy. That's savage, man.
People identify themselves with their teams and everything, and it's not only England. It's all over the Europe. I think Europe is a little more racist than United States. This has been before, with other players. Like in Italy, there's this player called Balotelli, I guess.
Yeah.
He's a black guy, but he got adopted with an Italian family when he was little, so he's Italian. He grew up in Italy and everything, and this guy is one of the most rich players in the world. He's really good at it and everything, but the first thing he does something wrong and they throw bananas.
So Mario
Balotelli.
No, I've seen that.
Yeah, they threw bananas on the field and everything, and this guy got really upset, and there was a big deal a few years ago.
Italy, Europe, Eastern Europe, there have been cases where these fans have acted inhuman. You're right. They've thrown bananas. They said slurs. They get. The thing is, sports is already kind of crazy tribal. There's tribalism that goes on with it. The racism just is amplified by it. The racism amplifies the tribalism. It's crazy. Like I said, that shit, it happens everywhere. It's not just a soccer thing or a football thing. Come on, man. Here in it's not just England. Here in the United States, Philly lost his mind when won. They had dudes out in the street eating horse shit.
What?
No bullshit. These fools, they lose their minds. Like this man, he's about to go down and eat horse shit. They lose minds to where they're not even thinking like human beings anymore. It might as well be a goddamn George Romero zombie movie right here.
Drunk adrenaline.
Even the cops ain't, you know why the city got fucking torn up? Because the cops are acting crazy too.
That dude got suspended so fast.
Damn, it's like they part of purge or something.
Yeah, they purged it, yeah. What purging what? I don't know. The won. They won the game, and they tearing up the goddamn city, man. It's crazy, man. But it does show, and I was going to get your opinion here. It does show how worldwide, man, everyone thinks that their country is more tolerant than the rest. Everybody thinks, well, good thing we're not like you. Like England is constantly talking shit about America when we had Trump. Everybody talking about, well, we're kind of racist, but we're not like you guys. Bullshit.
No, I think Europe is worse than United States on racism. Not only black people, but they're racist on other immigrants and mostly who is not white.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, this whole world is on a paper bag test. Y'all know the paper bag test. If even if you're the color of a brown paper bag, well, you're still not as good as somebody. But if you're darker than that paper bag, the darker the shades you are around the world, the deeper that shit gets. So everybody who's surprised about England, first of all, you should not be, because you got what's his name, Boris over there. He's another. He's another.
Another Trump.
He's another bad hair leader. So
Yeah.
that guy has been kind of stoking divisiveness over there, and he's coming out now like, oh, this is terrible. It's like, well, a lot of shit has been happening. You haven't been paying attention, but yeah, man, a lot of this shit is everywhere, and everybody keeps talking about how bad these things are. We need to talk this through. We need to really address these things honestly. But everybody's trying to cover up this shit, hiding the dirty laundry like we're better than everybody else. Nah, this shit is worldwide, man. We're all shitty people.